Crosstown born like Saddam, but a bit human. Straps in every palm, need an octopus to get to him. Chopper with the drum, off his head, Takashi lips loose. Ghost possess the bomb, I'm alarm, how this shit move. I died, came back and bought pressure. Your blow fell off, it lost self. Me back boss, a go-getter, and the transport gotta eat that cost, I know better. Elemental shit, I just float through the building. Gucci loafed up, got the hate on kill 'em. Pit pocket flow, so the hoes gon' fill 'em. When you blink, I'm moving slow, it's like the panoramic in 'em.
Yo, it's your boy Marita Boy, back up in this thing, man. Listen. Man, the internet's been going crazy. We got all kind of reports that Nicki Minaj is back on that bother. You know what I'm talking about? We got reports that Nicki Minaj is back on that bother. And we got proof, y'all. We got proof coming out of Nicki's own mouth. So all that fair use and all of this and that man, I ain't even doing all that there on this one here, folk. You know what I'm talking about? Shout them boy from Chicago. I ain't even doing all that on this one here, folk. You know what I'm talking about? Listen. She on that powder, y'all. Look, you can just look at her. You know what I'm saying? You can see how she been moving. You know what I'm saying? She got the herky-perky, hanky-panky Jackson moves, them crackhead moves. You know what I'm talking about? She fidgety. You know what I'm saying? You can always tell when somebody on some drugs, it's like they can't read the room. It's like they be moving at a different speed than everybody else in the room. It's like they on a different frequency than the people that's in the room. You can even tell when you look around at the people in the room, the people around in the room looking like, man, what is Shawty doing? Shawty tweaking, folks. Like, bruh, listen, let me tell you something. Nicki Minaj got a radio show called Queen Radio, man, and they say she made an absolute fool of herself on Queen Radio. Listen, I checked out some of them videos that were circling around on the internet, and before I even heard that she was on drugs, that's the first thing I said. Take it from a former street pharmacist, y'all. Listen, man, I can see the junkie in their eyes, man. Just like I just did a video on Kodak Black, and I could tell that, you know, he was on a certain kind of drug. I could look at Nicki Minaj and tell that she was on the drugs when I saw her on Queen Radio. Now, the internet been going crazy. All the bloggers been making videos on it saying that Nicki Minaj need help. You know what I'm saying? Pray for Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? DJ Akademiks just straight up flamed her. And I'm going to let y'all hear real quick. Check this out.
We know how your business. I'll tell your business too. You see, that's the difference between me and you. You get a lot of money to go do that Queen Radio shit. You ain't even saying nothing. You just having people there just like fucking doing some awkward whine and twerk. Listen, Shorty, I know the contract. You got paid $7 million for that Queen Radio shit. Okay, they didn't give you no equity. It was tight. Okay, you felt you deserved more. I mean, I get why you might think you deserve more because reportedly you got closer to $20 million when you were with Apple. But this is Amazon, which Amazon's supposed to have more than Apple, but it's not amping like that. They offered everybody a contract, including me. I was with Spotify at the time. I told them I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So AMP is like, you know what I mean? Everybody could, you know what I mean? Right now, if I want to get on AMP, they'll give me the check, right? Obviously, you are who you are, so I'm not knocking it. But I get what you're doing. Get what you're doing. And by the way, I'm not even knocking it. Your program is kind of dirt because, you know, I expected some things, as you kept saying you was going to get into some things. You ain't getting into a motherfucking thing. So this is why people are here to watch me now, because I'm going to get into some things. Grandma, you got to get sober. The whole industry called me yesterday. She back on that shit. They're calling you a crackhead. They've called you some of the worst things that... You're the female version of Famous Dex, how they talking to me. I just want to be very clear. Nicki, yesterday was a bad day for you. Bad day. I heard about things I never knew about. How many times you have been crashing out privately that people who cared about you and respected your brand buried videos, paid people off because you're just a wild fucking magnet. You're a druggie. Allegedly. But I'm hearing there's some videos exist. They said your addiction has gone all the way back to when Safari was there. Allegedly, you abusing him, swinging baseball bats, doing this. You got a mountain of that powder on the table. Niggas got to pull cameras out for their own protection. That's interesting. Your own victims is hitting me up. They're like,
now, as you can see, DJ Akademiks said that he got sources. He said people been hitting him up going queasy, telling him that Nicki Minaj be having a mountain of that powder on the table. She be like Scarface in that thing. I'm talking about she be in that thing, her face looking like Lorenz Tate on Dead Presidents. Got all that white stuff on her face. You know what I'm saying? She just be snouting. Listen, I'm gonna say this too, y'all, man. We all know when it comes to the great artists, we all know that when it comes to these people who very creative and make their money doing art, a lot of them resort to drugs in order to cope with certain things and also to get the creative juices flowing. Duty Low was just on DJ Akademiks podcast, and he was saying that he went to rehab. Dirk paid $100,000 for him to go to a rehab, and he said that he had a problem with the lean, you know what I'm saying, and the Xannies. And he said that, it do help with the creative juices. I'm gonna say this, man. Look, man, it may do, but we don't be wanting to lose our artists to drug overdoses, man. You know what I mean? We done lost Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. This is a never-ending story when it comes to these artists, man. And it's just sad, man. Listen, man, Nicki needs some intervention, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see Nicki Minaj, die of accidental drug overdose. You know what I'm saying? Hate her or love her, man. She's an icon, man. But I'm going to get into this video, and I'm going to show y'all that Nicki admitted it to us herself that she be on that pills and she be on that powder. She ain't gonna say that she on powder, but I'm gonna show you her mannerisms. I'm gonna show you how she be subtly letting you know she on that powder. But keep going. She keep going. She telling y'all. She telling y'all she on that Montega. You know what I'm talking about? She telling y'all, man. But check it out.
That what you gotta do if you wanna know my drug of choice or my drugs of choice, just listen to my music channel. Because it's all right there. So as I'm sitting in my beauty room and it's cold again, but I had to take the heat off because it was time to start getting my hair curled. And I saw people saying that. Can I just say something? I don't know. Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but I wouldn't be embarrassed about any fucking drug I did. That's why I talk about the motherfucking drugs I do in my motherfucking music. Always have, always fucking will. If I'm off them, I'm off them, child. But I want to make this clear. So open everybody's ears, listen to clean them ears out. I have never, ever in my life with my hand to Jesus Christ, and y'all know how I feel about my Lord and Savior. Never in my life, ever, not even once, sniffed coke.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
Ever. Since I was a kid, I get cold. Like, and when I used to wear contacts, that would trigger my allergies. I'm always just colder than everyone else. I asked the doctor, was I anemic? He said no, your natural body temperature is just lower than the average person. So that means, somebody said perks only. Child, okay? Because I mean, and it ain't, hi Lady Luck, it hasn't been perks only, but all you gotta do is listen to my motherfucking music to know any drug I ever motherfucking did. And if I ever sniffed coke, if that was my thing, hola Fernando, ¿qué pasa contigo? Dímelo. Viva Monse. Viva Asca de la Renta. If I ever did coke at any time in my life, I wouldn't have rapping about it. Now, Thank you, Boof. I always, if anybody that went on tour with me, I'm always like that.
Now, I can tell y'all right now, she lying her ass off, y'all. She lying through her teeth. You can look at her eyes and tell she lying. But this let y'all know a little bit more about some of you guys' favorite artists. We know she a liar, because you can tell she lying. You can look at her, how she keeps sniffling that she snorts powder. You just heard DJ Akademiks said that his sources said that she have a mountain of powder on the table. You see what I'm saying? She just admitted to doing perks, and she said perks wasn't the only thing that she has done. You see what I'm saying? This is how someone talks who is perfectly okay with doing drugs, and she's justifying doing the drugs in her head. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't care. She's reaching that borderline space when you do drugs to where you don't care what nobody say. This is where Whitney Houston was, y'all. So in my opinion, she's reaching dangerous levels of drug abuse. You see what I'm saying? And as we all know, with the perks, it got a lot of fentanyl in them. And it only take a little bit of fentanyl to kill you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying this, man. She need an intervention. She need it now, because you don't know when these things gonna happen as far as these drug overdoses. You don't know when you'll lose these people to an accidental drug overdose. So, man, y'all pray for Nicki Minaj. Get in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel. Chill.